Welcome to Exchange Education. Today we are learning to write a simple sentence to describe where and when the activity happens. Sentences gives us information about who is there, the subject, for example, Mr. Go, the activity that is happening. So in this case, Mr. Go teaches is a short sentence. It tells you the subject and tells you the verb. But we want to give more information. So sentences would add more things. For example, an object. What is there? So Mr. Go teaches something, an object. In this case, it's Mr. Go teaches children. Here's a negative example. The cat feeds Sarah. Now, which is the subject and which is the object? Here are some helping words. Feeds, Sarah, the cat. So the subject comes before the verb and tells us who does the action. So which is the subject here? Is it Sarah or the cat? Sarah is the subject. She is doing the action of feeding. Then who is the object? Or what is the object? It is the cat. The object tells us who receives the action. So subjects do the action and objects receive the action. Let's try this together. A fish, the cat, eats. Place the correct words in the boxes below. So the subject will be in front. Is it a fish or the cat, which is the subject? The cat is the subject, and it eats a fish. So the subject is before the verb and tells us who does the action. Whereas the object is the fish, it tells us who or what receives the action. So the subject does the action and the object receives the action. Now we're going to move on to where. So we know that Mr. Go works. Mr. Go is the subject and the activity he's doing is working. But where is he working? We can place it behind Mr. Go works. So in this example, Mr. Go works in a school where it happens. Notice that in a school, there's a preposition inside, in, and it tells you where Mr. Go works. Let's try this. The keywords are cycles, Sarah, in the park. Place them in the correct boxes below. So who is the subject? Sarah. What is she doing? Cycles. And where is she at? In the park. So this is another way to form a sentence structure. Try this on your own. The keywords are ate, Ezekiel, at home. So who is the subject in this story? Ezekiel. What is he doing? He ate, or rather what did he do? Where did this happen? At home. Ezekiel ate at home. So this is one sentence structure you can try on your own. Now we're going to talk about when. So Mr. Go is the subject and rests is the verb. When does it happen? So in this example, on Sundays, Mr. Go rests on Sunday. Try this example on your own. The keywords are at night, reads, Sarah. Place the words in the boxes below. So, what is the subject in this story? Sarah. What activity is she doing? Reads. And when did this happen? At night. So this is a sentence structure you can use and tells you when it happens. Try this on your own. The keywords are runs, on Wednesdays, arena. What is the subject? Arena is the subject. What is the verb? Runs. And when did it happen? On Wednesdays. So arena runs on Wednesdays. We can combine these sentence structures together. Who, activity, where, and when. This gives us more information. For example, Mr. Go rests at home on Sundays. This tells us that the subject rests at home every Sunday. We can also reorganize the sentence structure like this. We can put when in front. So it goes like this. On Sundays, comma, Mr. Go rests at home. Let's try this on our own. Kitty, in a basket, puts Sarah. Think about which word is the subject, which word is the object. Yes, Sarah is the subject. And what is she doing? She puts an object, and this object will be Kitty, the name of a cat here, because it's capital letter. And where does she put Kitty? In a basket. Try this on your own. The keywords are eats, in the canteen, near, bread. So who is the subject in this story? Mia. The activity she does is eating. So Mia eats bread in the canteen. Now, we're going to talk about linking verbs. In this case, we'll be using is. Is for present tense, happening now. If you have problem remembering present tense, just think about it as present. You want a present now. So it's happening now. So in this case, Mr. Go is a teacher. This sentence structure tells us what someone or something is. So if I say Mr. Go is a teacher, Mr. Go identifies or is really a teacher. If I say Mr. Go is a boy, he is a boy. And if I say Mr. Go is a fireman, then he is a fireman. What something is or someone is. The second sentence is Mr. Go is busy. So the linking verb can also tell you how something or someone is like. So linking verbs can tell you, in summary, what something or someone is. It can also tell you how something or someone is like. If we were to use the linking verb was, this will be in the past. So why don't you try filling in the blanks yourself? The keywords are busy, a student. So think about which keyword goes into which sentence. Let's look at the word a student. Does it go to what it is or was? Or a student, does it go to how it was like? Mr. Goh was a student. It tells you what Mr. Goh was. So Mr. Goh is no longer a student. He was a student. And Mr. Goh was busy. It tells you how someone was like. He was busy. Now he's not. So this is another sentence structure you can try on your own. So what have we learned today? We have learned that who is a subject, and where and when can be used to make the sentences longer. So Mr. Goh rests at home on Sundays. We can also use linking verbs like is, which tells you what someone or something is. For example, Mr. Goh is a teacher. We can also say Mr. Goh is a fireman. That means he is a fireman. We can also use past tense for linking verbs like was, something that Mr. Goh is no longer or is no longer like. So it tells you how something or someone it was like. So example, Mr. Goh was busy. Mr. Goh is no longer busy in the present tense, but in the past he was busy. So these are the sentence structures we have learned today.